Mike Huber, Moneyball Hitter Magazine, lead columnist, team hitting specialist. Hey, we're going over the Philadelphia Phillies today. We don't have too much great things to say. We'll make it quicker than these other videos. If you're Phillies fans, it doesn't really look good for you. Okay? You need, we study offensive statistics, and most really good to great offensive teams get into the playoffs, make runs, and the World Series winners are usually in the top 10. You guys are like 23rd. You were 21st the year before. Okay? The year before that, you were 15th. All right? You got this new hitting instructor in, and you went from 15th to 23rd, 23rd and 21st. So he's not doing anything. He's not getting the team better. When you get a couple of injuries here and there, I know everybody does, you got to get the next guys to step up, and he's not been able to do that. As a matter of fact, he's not been able to do that his whole career. He's a wily veteran. Henderson's his name, Steve Henderson. Okay, the hitting coach. He's been with Tampa Bay's organization. Their ranking was, in the 20s there too. So he's middle of the road, near the end of the road. As far as getting teams to hit, he's been minor league coordinator. That doesn't mean anything because we're finding out that minor league coordinators eventually get the major league hitting jobs, and when they get specifically with a team, they tank. And they don't know how bad they are because they're coordinating the minor leagues. They're not coaching a specific team. They're just doing a lot of instruction and stuff like that. So everything gets spread out so thin, so they don't get enough feedback to know that they're ruining teams, which they do. A lot of these coordinators ruin the minor league hitting system, these potentials of these great all-American college players and great athletic college players who come in to the minor leagues and are totally just ruined and demolished by the hitting coaches. Okay? And Philadelphia, you're no different than anybody else. All right? So, what else do we have here? You need 4-star hitters in the lineup. Okay, so when we go into teams and we find out what the problem is with the hitting and why the numbers have been down, batting average, slugging percentage, on base percentage, we have a specific formula to go into the team and turn that around in 1 year. Okay? It's a proven system. It's all about numbers, and we do a great job of that with over 95% of the teams that we actually go in and fix. We find out what the problem is, and the problems are usually instructional problems or misinformation problems. Okay? And these same misinformation ideals we are catching all around the major leagues. So major leagues and minor leagues have the worst disinfo and misinformation about hitting, and it trickles all the way down from college to high school. And what we're doing right now is we're catching this and we're bringing it out to you, and we're shining the light out on this. So if you are a hitter and you're going to the minor leagues, you know to expect that they're going to get their hands on you. They're going to change the dynamics of your swing to what they think should be going on. Okay? And your numbers are going to go down, and then you'll be out. Okay? It's as simple as that. If you're a minor league coach, same thing. Same thing. You will be sucked into the system. You'll have to do it their way. You'll have to become corporate, blah, blah, blah. And if you want to keep your job and stay in the minor leagues and earn your keep, earn your money, wear the hat and stuff, you're going to have to do it their way. Okay? You'll have to be just a good old boy. Okay? The good thing is you'll get a paycheck and you'll be affiliated with the team. The bad thing is that you're not going to get too many players much better. Okay? If you were getting players much better, we would see it. And we're not seeing it. We're calling people out. Okay? So there's one really good player on the team last year who was Marlon Byrd, superstar hitter, 264, 25 home runs. Okay? That's pretty darn good. Chase Utley, You only hit 270, 11 home runs. You went from a star hitter to a chip-in hitter. You're usually about 280, 30 home runs. Who's messing with you? I don't know. I really don't care. Something happened. Was it injury? If it is injury, then then you'll be able to pick up your numbers next year. But I doubt it. I'm sure somebody messed with your swing, and you're doing some drills that have just rearranged the pattern of your normal swing. You got Revere, who's a 308 hitter, but he only hits two home runs, so you're just a chip-in guy. And Rollins, you fell down. Jimmy Rollins, 243 hitter. That's not going to get it done, but you hit 17 home runs for a small guy. You got a pretty good swing, but you're affiliated with a bunch of bad hitters, so the energy of bad hitting probably sifted into you. And Ryan Howard, you're about to go down. Okay, 223. Your batting average has been slipping down 50 to 80 points. 23 home runs is not what you usually do. Something's going on with your swing. We actually know what it is, and we actually know what causes slumps. And you have one of the biggest and baddest, I don't know what we would call it, a bad habit, okay, in your setup that we see in people that slump a lot, okay? And it's easily fixable, but nobody's ever really fixed it with you. So you have to go up and down and up and down, okay? So everybody else is like 250 hitters. Philadelphia fans, these hitting coaches are not going to bring these guys up. We could already see it. We know in their background that they're just very, kind of going through the motions. They don't have any special information to give these hitters or anything like that. So you need 4-star hitters. You're like three more away. You're going to pick up 3 free agents that can hit at the star level? I don't think so. Okay. You've got some potential with Rollins and Howard if they can pick it up, and Haston and Huntley if they can pick it back up. But sometimes once you lose it for a whole season, and you're with the same hitting instructors the next season, they're going to be teaching the same stuff. So I do not foresee that some of these guys will get that back. Okay, but they're going to have to in order for you guys to compete. 4-star hitters, 3 or 4 chip-in hitters, you're hardly there. I am so sorry, Philadelphia Phillies. Ryan Sandberg, congratulations on getting a job, but I don't see anything happening for you as far as getting the Phillies into a playoff situation in the foreseeable future. Okay, so what we foresee is that the hitting coaches are going to get fired probably by next year, and they'll get some new hitting coaches in, and maybe they'll get the right hitting coach in. There's not too many good ones out there. There's about 3% of all the hitting coaches in the minors and major leagues that really have a clue as to what they're doing. And we're not kidding. We're not kidding. Okay. How would we fix Philadelphia? We would enliven the bats. Okay. We've got specialized routines. We know we know what muscles to specifically train, what drills to do, and we get all these players in the routines, and we specifically want to get their batting average and slugging percentages up at the same time. Okay, we feel like we're kind of sponsored and hovered over by Ted Williams, because I was chosen to be Ted Williams' son's hitting coach a long time ago, and this kid went through a lot of pro hitting coaches. He was like 1 for 35, in the independent league, and I came in and whooped him up in a snap. And it's because Ted Williams read a specific letter that captured his heart, and he let his son know that this is probably a guy that you need to see. Okay, so we are, I'm a quick fix-it guy. We call it Moneyball Hitter Magazine because Moneyball is a formula where offensively the formula looks for power hitters who can hit for higher averages and get on base more, basically. Okay, there's not a lot of those guys out there, Billy Bean's been able to find them through his sabermetric system. Everybody's using sabermetrics nowadays anymore. So we make them. We make the Moneyball hitters. Okay? It's a proven system, so we don't really even argue with anybody about tactics, strategy, what we do. Okay? We don't give our secrets out over the internet. We give you a lot of tips and stuff like that. We're not like everybody else where we're doing videos. Do this, do that, do that. If a team wants to hire us out and come in, and then sometimes it only takes a week or two to train the team out of the system they were before, that was slipping them up, into our system very quickly in one season's time. We can actually fix them. So if we're really good at quick fixes, we're really good at seeing what the problem is out here, and we're telling you out there, fans, hitters, coaches, what the problem is, so now you can begin to look at what the quicker fixes are. It all makes sense. You got to know what the problem is before you fix anything. And really, not a lot of people know what the problem is. They don't even know the problem stems from the Major League hitting coaches on down. And I don't care that I'm the guy that has to go and call out all these hitting coaches and all these organizations that don't know what they're doing with hitting. Hitting's been progressively getting worse since 1972, since the steroid era. It's because of the hitting coaches. It's because of the misinformation. Okay? If I'm the lead dog to call them all out, that's fine. And I accept the job, but I'm doing the job. Okay? I'm not doing it for any other purpose to tell everybody what's going on so they can start to look at answers elsewhere. Because our methods aren't even close to all the methods that everybody else is using. Not even close. As a matter of fact, it would be like the opposite of what they're doing. Pretty close. Okay? Mike Huber, Moneyball Hitter Magazine, Philadelphia Phillies review. Sorry we didn't have any better news for you, Phillies fans, but maybe next year. We'll review them next year. Maybe something will happen. I doubt it. Take care.